Hi YouTube, Josh here with the channel ZZZ Giant Awake. And I'm making this video specifically for theoretical bullshit. Theoretical bullshit is an atheist YouTuber. He's very good, he's somewhat knowledgeable on philosophy, and he kind of prides himself in that. Very definitely worth a watch. Check for the link in the description. I want to give a brief introduction for TBS, as he's probably never heard of this channel. My name is Josh. I'm somewhat classically trained in philosophy. I'm an atheist, so I will not, and I do not agree with the argument I'm about to put out in total. I do agree with some of the aspects of it. That's why I think it's a good argument. The reason that I'm making this video is I watched Scott in a conversation with some presuppositionalists who were absolutely unable to get off the ground. So I wanted to see what TBS would say had a decent argument been put out. So I'm going to put out one that I think holds some value. So premise 1, knowledge is justified true belief. This is the classical version of knowledge. The reason why Plato and others held that knowledge is justified true belief is that if it's not justified, then you really don't know a thing. It's more of an intuition. As Aaron Ra, another very good YouTuber, would say, if you can't show it, you don't know it. The second condition, which is truth, is important and classically argued for, because if you hold a belief and it's not true, then you're obviously not holding on to something that's knowledge. You're holding on to something kind of posing as knowledge. And the third condition is belief, and the reason that you have to believe it is because if you don't believe it and you're trying to say you know a thing, it's hard to say you know a thing you don't believe, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Premise 2 is that naturalism only allows for information through the senses. Naturalism is the perspective that there are no supernatural agents, there are no supernatural causes and effects, and essentially what makes up the mind is not a soul and not some supernatural entity. The reason why I say that it only allows knowledge through the senses is that there's no other way for us to gather information from the real world, the outside world, except through our senses. Premise 3 is sense information, or phenomenal information, is wrong at times, and at best it's incomplete. I say that phenomenal information or sense information is wrong at times because there are times when it's wrong. There's times when we think we see ghosts when it's just a shadow, or that we think we see something that we don't, or hear something that is attributed to something that isn't real. The reason why I say that it's incomplete at best is that there is a lot going on that I can't see, touch, taste, feel, or smell. And it's going on all around me, so that's why it is definitely incomplete. Premise 4. When a thing is true, it cannot be said to be incomplete or possibly wrong. The justification for that is that when you have something that is truly true, you don't have to question whether it's possibly false. Now to my conclusions. Conclusion 1 from premises 3 and 4. As phenomenal information can be wrong and is incomplete at best, it cannot say that a thing is truly true. Conclusion 2 from premises 2 and 3. As naturalism only allows for phenomenal information, you cannot use it to say a thing is true, but you can use it only to say that something is justified. As in, when you make a claim that, hey, I saw this from a number of different angles and there was a camera recording it, you're only adding to the reason why you justify that belief. You're not saying that it's definitely knowledge. Conclusion 3 from conclusion 1 and 2, naturalism does not allow for knowledge. So if theoretical bullshit or anybody else wants to make a response to this video or leave something in the comment section, I look forward to it. And thank you guys. Until next time.